Hello everybody, this is Jim Pays again from Keller Williams Coastal Properties here in Long Beach, California. Hope all's well with you and your family. Today I want to talk real brief on some of the questions that I get from homeowners regarding short sales. As we talked about last week, some of the options that are out there for people having problems with meeting their mortgage payments. Today we want to focus on one of those options, and that is short sale. So first question most homeowners ask is, what is a short sale? Short sale is that involves the proceeds of a sale are not sufficient to cover the encumbrances or the loans on the property. So the lender agrees to take less than what they're owed. So you might ask yourselves, why would a lender do that? Well, the lender takes a look at their risk and their potential losses on a property, and they say, look, in this situation where the homeowner is unable to make good or pay off the loan, our only other option is foreclosure. The general rule of thumb on a foreclosure is that lenders may lose up to 50% of what's owed on that property. So when they weigh the delta between a short sale and a foreclosure, oftentimes short sales are significantly better for them on a financial analysis. Next question I get is, what are the consequences for the homeowner on a short sale? And there's basically three. The first is an IRS consequence or IRS consideration. Historically, in a short sale, let's say that your loans on the property were $200,000 and there was only $175,000 available to pay off the lender, therefore $25,000 delta between what's owed and what they got paid. The lenders could 1099 you at the end of the year for that $25,000, and the IRS would consider that as phantom income, and therefore you might have a tax liability. Well, about a year ago, the feds and the IRS said that on your primary residence, we will not allow lenders to 1099 you on that loss. Therefore, there's no phantom income and income tax ramifications. However, that's only on your primary residence. That's not on investment property. So where the property is not your primary residence, you don't live in it, and there are specific requirements as to that. And the lender can 1099 you on that loss, and the IRS considers that as phantom income, and there is a tax consequence. The next consequence to a short sale is to your credit. Albeit short sale will impact your credit, it will be not as significant as a foreclosure. Recently, I think in the last year, Fannie Mae came out and said they won't buy loans involving borrowers who have had a foreclosure within the last 5 years. As far as in a short sale, Fannie Mae will require that the borrower not have had a short sale within the last 2 years. So there is a 3-year difference there between foreclosure and short sale. As far as on your FICO, I'm not sure what the total difference between it on your credit rating is, but it's pretty substantial. So there is a difference there. The third component is what they call a deficiency judgment. In the state of California, purchase money loans, there is no deficiency judgment on a purchase money loan in the state of California. However, when you get into a situation where you buy a property utilizing a loan, and then 2 years later, a year later, sometime after that acquisition, you refinance that loan and get a new loan on the property. In that case, it's not a purchase money loan. So if you were to do a short sale, then you potentially may have a deficiency judgment situation involving that lender, that loan on that property. Another situation that may occur involving deficiency judgments is in a home equity loan or HELOC loan. Those typically are not purchase money loans, and again, the lender has up to 5 years after the last payment or failure to collect the debt to enforce that deficiency. So those are the primary consequences. Another question that I get asked often is, how is a short sale different than a typical sale? In the marketing, very little difference. The only real difference is the pricing, how a realtor prices the property. But the big difference is that in a short sale, the realtor will need the cooperation of the homeowner to put together a short sale package. And that short sale package is pretty extensive, and there's 3 components to it. The property component, what the market value of the property is, the condition of the property, preliminary title, etc. The second component is a full financial disclosure of the homeowner themselves. So the bank wants to know what other assets you have, what's your income, what's your monthly expenses. They want to know what your hardship is, why you can't make payment on the loan any longer, what's gone on, whether you've had a medical emergency, a money emergency, or a marital emergency. And they'll also want copies of your last 2 years' tax returns and your bank statements, etc. The third component to that package is the buyer themselves. So is the buyer capable and motivated to close on the transaction? So that's what they're going to ask the realtor, and without that complete package, the lender will not consider a short sale. Another question I get is, why would a homeowner do a short sale? And really it comes down to one reason, and that is to preserve their credit, to minimize that credit risk that we talked about earlier. So those are the primary questions I get. There's a whole slew of others really that I don't have time for in this video, but again, if you have specific questions in your situation, look me up at www.coastalcommunityhomes.com, or you can email me at jim@pays.net. Again, that's jim@pays.net, or just give me a call, 562-394-2504. In the meantime, I hope you have a great day, and again, if you have any questions, look me up. Thanks a lot.